Good evening. Where do you start when you talk about honor? When you talk about, when you strive to talk about honor and integrity, but honor, what does it mean in today's world to be honorable, to honor your word? Did it ever have meaning? It did to some degree. It did to a high degree in many cases. Not everywhere. It's the same thing we have all the time. Talk about people's inability to speak the truth. This concept, truth to power. Well, there is that reality. And no one has the monopoly on honorable, truthful behavior. No one can claim they are that in everything they do, say, whatever. I've said it many times and many times more. But when I hear, and especially people like Mr. McCarthy, there just is no honor in the man. Everything is spun. Everything. And he is one of the so called leaders of this Congress. I don't see him as a leader. He's not directing anything, he's not guiding anything except chaos and sorrow. This constant drumbeat supporting, you know, lies and deception. Whether you believe, the election was stolen, I don't know how you can believe that. I really don't. But people do believe it for whatever reason. The same with the COVID issues and all this. But, and, and I've listened to a few commentaries about where all this came from back in the 50s and, showing clips of Ronald Reagan and speaking the truth. Reagan was no saint. The Iran Contra thing and Oliver North taking the fall, it was all set up. There's a lot of things that are set up. People point the finger at, for some unknown reason, incomprehensible to me, this Hillary Clinton thing. What is the drumbeat? Why? 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 Because it's stated as some type of dominant theme in what is so called now the Republican Party. And it's not a conservative party at all. It's not the John McCain party. Whether you agree with John McCain or not, But there was some character, some strength, some definition in what these people were and what they believed in. Now, you know, it's amazing to me. It's just totally amazing. This Miss Green and that little clip that she did on, how Biden is fulfilling what FDR started. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, hero of World War II. Was he a great man? Was he a good man? Was he a stalwart Christian man? I doubt it. I don't know for sure. But from what I hear, wasn't all that great. But there was some character there. This McCarthyism that was promoted in the 50s. Why did he do it? And why did people catch on to it? Why was it so important? Why was the blacklisting so important? Why were the communist things so important? Now, what the hell now? Now these guys are supporting the communist regime, the Russian regime, the Bolsheviks, what they once hated. But it doesn't matter, really. It's just words. What's in here? Where's the character? Where's the honor? And if McCarthy is the leader and a symbol of what these people stand for, then there is nothing that they stand for. He blows in the wind. One minute he's saying, after January 6th, responsibility. But again, no 100%, we've got to have this under control. No, it's the president bears some responsibility. In days of old, not that old, the president bore the responsibility. The buck stopped there. Under the Trumpian mantra, it doesn't stop anywhere. Certainly doesn't stop with Trump, because whatever anybody does, it's not Trump's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. And if you look at your own life, you'll see that that's just bizarre. You don't have to have all the facts. But many of these leaders in Congress, showing nude photographs of Hunter Biden in a congressional hearing. My God, man. What are they trying to do? Just be crass? What? When Matt Gaetz questioned the director of the FBI, quoting some text that was not proven. Matter of fact, it was disproven, that Hunter Biden supposedly made comments about my father's right here and all this stuff. Dates are wrong, ideas are wrong. It wasn't solid evidence, but, it doesn't matter. Just say it. That's all the importance of it all. Say it and let it be done. Repeat it constantly. You repeat it long enough, it'll be believed. Where's the honor in these people? Say what is right. Do what is right. You don't let the masses dictate your policy. That's why you have leaders. That's why we elect leaders to lead, to direct, not to try to translate the mass thinking into some type of legislation, but shows what their character is and what they understand as the right things to do. Now, I don't know all about the CHIPS Act, and I don't know all about this or whatever. It's policy is not the issue. Policy is never the full issue. I worked in immigration. I know what is going on. And I left before the real sorrow started. The ripping apart children from their parents, wanton doing it. Now, yes, people have done it before, and they have, and they still do it, and they will do it. Parents do bad things, they go to jail, and children have to be put into foster care. There are situations like that, but it's not a policy to rip parents from their children or children from their parents. It was wrong. It's always been wrong, will always be wrong. Do we do wrong things as far as the government is concerned? Of course we do. We always do wrong things. Why? Because we're people and we're flawed. But where's the character in the Republican Party today? At least in that side. I can't speak for all Republicans. I don't even understand this concept of conservatism in today's world. Because they're not conserving a damn thing. They're, if they're doing anything, they're trying to hold the line, keeping the power in the power base there was. But it's gone. The power base, the white Anglo-Saxon concept is gone. There's too many people. Just look at the commercials on television. You'll see that. Look at some of the people that are running for president of the United States under the Republican banner. It's gone. There's no white supremacy. There's no ideas that promote this old-fashioned bias. I say old-fashioned, really it's in fashion. It's always been in fashion and will always be in fashion in some form or another. But honor. We need honor. I said I've spoken to integrity before, and I've spoken to the lack of leadership before, and we need people to direct us. And strive for intelligence. You may not have the full acumen of intellectual bearing, but you strive for it. You need that in leaders. You don't need some just person sitting up there. You need an intelligent person of some character. Something that they follow. I did a clip on this Christian nationalism, and that is wrong. There's a lot of wrong here. You know it's wrong. We're not here as a Christian government. We're here as a government to protect and serve the people. All the people. Just like Lyndon Johnson did. FDR did. And apparently what Biden's doing now, as Miss Green said in her last thing there in West Palm Beach. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're all over the bloody map, except in one way. They're following dictates that are not for the people. There's no policies. There's no platform. There's nothing there. Strive to it anyway. Don't just cave in to the wants of one man. Just a man. He's just a bloody guy. For crying out loud, what is going on with this dude? Why do you have such an affinity for him? I don't get it. He's not intelligent. He's not even, to me anyway, he's not charismatic. Apparently he is. I mean, a lot of people follow him. He's not wise. He's not decent. He's a whining man who blames everybody, never accepts responsibility. Now, how does that person elevate himself into the savior of this nation? Make America great again? He had 4 bloody years to make America great. He didn't do it, did he? No, he didn't. You're going to give him 4 more years to make him again? Make America great again when he had the 4 years to do it? No. Please. Do the critical thinking. Think about what's going on. But where is the honor? Go to the core. Go to the core. Go to where the honor is. You may not have it all. Nobody has it all. Nobody is perfect. But strive for something that helps you, directs you to fulfill your obligation. Your oaths of office, whether you believe in God or not, you're taking this oath under God. It's all there. Honor. Where is it in these people? Now, I don't know all about the Democrats. I just don't know. But what few that I see is, as far as in this McCarthy, which really killed me when I saw this last bit. Now they want to expunge this impeachments, petty stuff. This man was impeached. It's done. It's in history books. It's done. Now you want to change this? Why? Because he cries about it? Honor. Well, that's all I can say, really. I just want to talk a little bit about honor. I don't see it in this party right now, the leadership of the party. I don't know all the Republicans out there. I know there are some people who are very decent, honorable people, but they don't lead the party. They don't lead the party. We need honorable people. And I don't see that they're there. I don't see them in the religious environment or the political environment, especially in the political. And some people are more cynical than I, say you can't have it because they're politicians. Well, maybe so. But don't underestimate the power of good. Go to the good. It's what we have. It's the hope. Keep hope alive. Sorry for the length of this particular clip. And the few views that I do have, I hope it's not too long. But it's important. Thank you. If you want to pass this on, do a like, make a comment. Appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. Look to the future. We know it. We need all the good people we can get. Go to the good, not to the hate.